The Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics has called for stringent accreditation processes for courses offered by polytechnics to enable them keep pace with the demands of the 21st century. They spoke at the opening of a 3-day annual capacity building and retreat organized by the union in Osun State. Our correspondent Rafi Hamid reports.
Here are the zonal executives of ASUP from the southwest region in Osun. They are here to deliberate on issues affecting the union as well as the institutions they represent, namely the non-implementation of agreements reached with the federal government. The union recently suspended its nationwide strike in June after several negotiations. Still, they are far from satisfied about the way affairs of members and the polytechnics are being handled by the federal government.
Doing our call to our regulatory body, the MBT, to review its normative instruments for institutional accreditation. A state must not establish a polytechnic. If you must establish one, then you should be ready to abide by the standards, both in terms of funding and in terms of staffing and in terms of conditions of teaching and learning, and also conditions of service of the staff.
They say the negative impact of industrial actions on students cannot be underestimated, hence the need for government to be proactive. To them, if polytechnic education is given adequate attention, their products will compete favorably with their counterparts across the globe.
Today now, you can see when you look at anything in your house, you see made in China, made in India, it's because they have jettisoned our own polytechnic and vocational institutions. So what government needs to do now is to now look at new policy and strategy and properly funding this particular sector of education. Otherwise,
government should now draft their tentacle on the polytechnic education, if at all, if you want to move forward, if you want to be at the same par with the other developed world, so that we can advance technologically.
President of the union, Anderson Ezeibe, decries the appointments of underqualified persons as rectors.
Now, 5 out of these 6, we are not convinced that they have met that qualifying criterion. They are not chief lecturers, and so they are not appointable. That is our contention. So because we believe that they are not appointable because they don't have the qualification to be appointed. That is why we approached the National Industrial Court in Abuja, trying to seek the position of the law.
The union is expected to issue a communique at the end of their retreat. The theme of the retreat is trade union leaders, functionality, strategy, and planning in academic environment. Rafi Hamid, TVC News, Ada.